Did the Aztecs really welcome the conquistadors as gods? The story of the Aztecs welcoming the Spanish conquistadors as gods is one steeped in myth and misconception. This narrative has long been popularized in both historical accounts and modern retellings, most notably revolving around the belief that the Aztecs thought Hernán Cortés was the god Quetzalcoatl. However, recent scholarship provides a more nuanced understanding of these events, suggesting that this interpretation may oversimplify and misconstrue the Aztec perspective and the complexities of their interactions with the Spanish. Firstly, it is important to consider the context and sources of these historical accounts. Much of what we know comes from Spanish chronicles written after the conquest, inherently biased towards justifying their actions and aggrandizing their achievements. These accounts were often colored by the Europeans' own cultural and religious frameworks, leading them to interpret the Aztecs' actions through a lens they could understand, namely, the idea of deifying foreign visitors. Additionally, the Aztecs practiced a polytheistic religion rich with myth and prophecy. There was indeed a prophecy regarding the return of Quetzalcoatl, a feathered serpent deity. Some historians argue that the arrival of the Spaniards coincided with one such prophecy, potentially leading to initial confusion or at least a strategic interplay of religious symbolism by the Aztecs in their diplomacy. Yet, labeling this as a straightforward belief that the Spaniards were gods likely oversimplifies the situation. The Aztecs were known for their complex political and religious systems, suggesting that their actions were not merely the result of naive devotion, but possibly calculated diplomatic expressions. Moreover, evidence shows that the interactions between the Aztecs and Spaniards were fraught with tension, misunderstandings, and eventual hostilities. The initial welcome given to Cortés could be seen as a standard diplomatic courtesy rather than outright worship. Leaders like Moctezuma II would have been keenly aware of the potential threat posed by the newcomers and responded with cautious hospitality rather than unquestioning reverence. In conclusion, while the myth of the Aztecs welcoming conquistadors as gods persists, a closer look at the historical and cultural context suggests a more complex reality. The Aztecs' sophisticated society, with its intricate interplay of politics and religion, likely engaged with the Spaniards through a lens of pragmatic diplomacy rather than sheer reverence. Thus, the true nature of their reception of the conquistadors reflects a society far more sophisticated and strategic than the myth suggests.